Does racism exist in America? The very word racism itself suggests it's widespread. If a public figure openly discriminates based on race, can he still thrive? Hardly, right? Public opinion would likely crush him. But this doesn't mean racism is gone. It's just shifted from overt to hidden and systemic. Start with economic inequality. The average white family's wealth is 7 times that of the average black family. America was founded on the slogan, "All men are created equal," yet enslaved black people were treated like property. The Civil War ended slavery on paper, but black Americans remained at the society's bottom. After the segregation, black people could ride the same buses with whites, but did this mean equal education or job opportunities? In the end, economic inequality equals to racial inequality. It locks out upward mobility. Education is a major barrier. US schools are funded by property taxes. So, if you live in a poor area, your school is likely underfunded. Poor schools lead to poor outcomes, trapping generations in poverty. Many minority communities, especially black ones, live in these areas, creating a cycle of no education, no income, and no wealth. Law enforcement is even starker. Police often target black people disproportionately. More stops, more arrests, more shootings. Each incident sparks Black Lives Matter protests. Although CNN covers it for days, politicians shed tears, and then nothing changes. The cycle repeats. Racial conflict is like an annual drama exposing deep systemic bias. Okay, politically, black issues are a tool for both parties. Democrats treat black votes like a cash machine, promising equality every election. Republicans focus on law and order. Democrats push diversity and inclusion. Republicans emphasize safety and traditional values. What about the result? Legal segregation is gone, but economic and educational segregation persist. Race isn't a problem to solve, it's a political bargaining chip. No one will really want to solve it. But things change. By 2040, whites will no longer be the majority. Minorities will make up over half the population. This could fuel cultural and power anxieties, worsening a white identity crisis. If wealth and education gaps persist, with black and Latino Americans underrepresented in higher classes, generational inequality will harden. Frustration could lead to fiercer protests. The left may push harder for reparations and systemic change, and the right will double down on law and order, rejecting identity politics. This polarization makes a compromise nearly impossible. You see, every police brutality case could ignite nationwide unrest, amplified by social media's emotional megaphone. So, question is, could America learn from others like China on handling ethnic tensions by giving more advantages to the minorities? Unlikely. America often dismisses China's approach and wouldn't adopt it anyway. Cultural and systemic differences are too vast. So what's left? Two paths. So what's left? Two paths. One, a back and forth between reform and backlash, with ongoing turmoil until racial power balances. The other, a Rwanda-style catastrophe. A massive slaughter is ongoing. In the end, birthing a strongman who redraws social and resource lines. Bloodshed seems inevitable here. Like Israel stands toward Palestine, those in power don't share resources unless forced into weakness, as Jews were in World War II. Let me share your Chinese old saying, if you can't win on the battlefield, you can't win at the negotiating table. Black and other minority groups are currently losing, facing exploitation from the white. But as demographics shift and whites become the minority, roles may reverse. Native Americans were once the majority. You see, Native Americans were once the majority but were decimated by a weaker group that became the majority. Today, history is full of such massacres, and the future likely holds more. It's inevitable. So dear American friends, how do you avoid a Rwanda-style slaughter in the US? You have to understand current trends suggest it's almost inevitable. Follow me for an Eastern perspective on the world, including the US.